Buzz, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving into something that has the whole K-pop world talking again. Stray Kids are officially counting down to their next comeback, and this time, they're bringing a completely new concept, a modern-day, refreshing play. Sounds intriguing, right? The teasers are already out, and the mood is just, wow. There's mystery, there's intensity, and there's that signature Stray Kids edge that makes every comeback feel like an experience. Let's unpack everything together, the concept, the visuals, the music, and what it all might mean for this new era. So on October 28th, Stray Kids dropped individual teaser photos on their official SNS to kick off the countdown to their upcoming album titled Do It, which will be released on November 21st. And honestly, even from these first teasers alone, it's clear that this comeback is going to hit differently. Seungmin and I.N took the spotlight in these initial releases, and they absolutely embodied what JYP described as a modern-day fresh concept. But of course, because it's Stray Kids, fresh doesn't mean lighthearted or cute. It's mysterious, powerful, and a little bit cinematic. Let's talk about those visuals for a second. Both Seungmin and I.N are seen standing in vast natural landscapes. We're talking wide-open beaches, crashing waves, and windswept skies. They're both dressed in sleek, all-black outfits that contrast beautifully with the natural background. The black gives them that sense of depth and elegance, while the surrounding nature adds this feeling of freedom and vastness. It's such a clever combination because it represents duality, control versus chaos, calmness versus power. And that's something Stray Kids have always played with in their artistry. What I love about this teaser is that it feels both grounded and surreal at the same time. You can almost feel the breeze through the photo, but there's also something slightly otherworldly about the way they're posed, like modern gods stepping into the human world. Their expressions are calm, but commanding, giving that mysterious aura that keeps you staring for a bit longer. It's not just a photo, it's storytelling in still form. And if you've been following Stray Kids for a while, you know that every visual choice they make has meaning. So naturally, fans are already dissecting everything: the color palettes, the lighting, even the direction they're facing. Now, JYP Entertainment described this upcoming release as being presented in the format of skizzit tape. That immediately caught my attention because it sounds like they're experimenting again with how they structure their music. A tape format suggests something more personal, more raw, maybe like a musical diary or a series of connected tracks that tell a bigger story. They're calling it New Genre Album that will lead you into a vast world of music. That's a bold statement, but if there's one group who can actually deliver on something that ambitious, it's Stray Kids. This comeback includes double title tracks, Do It and Shinsan Noram. Just hearing those titles already makes me curious about the themes. Do It sounds direct and bold. Maybe it's an anthem about taking action, breaking boundaries, or chasing your own path, which fits perfectly with their usual message of self-empowerment. On the other hand, Shinsan Noram sounds poetic and mysterious. It could be the softer, more experimental track of the two, maybe one that explores emotion, tradition, or storytelling in a deeper sense. Stray Kids are masters at balancing intensity with introspection, so I wouldn't be surprised if these two songs contrast each other perfectly. And of course, we can't talk about a Stray Kids album without mentioning three Racha: Bangchan, Changbin, and Han, who are credited for producing all the songs. These three never miss. They've been the creative heartbeat of the group since day one, and every comeback shows how much they've evolved as artists. What's fascinating about Three Racha's production is how they manage to keep things fresh while staying true to the group's identity. Their sound is distinct, yet they always find ways to surprise fans, whether that's through new genres, unconventional song structures, or unexpected emotional turns. Knowing that they've been hands-on for every track again makes me even more excited for what's coming. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate how consistent Stray Kids have been in breaking records and pushing boundaries. Just recently, it was announced that their third full-length album, 5 Star, released in 2023, has surpassed 1 billion cumulative streams on Spotify. That's massive. And it's not even their first time doing it. This marks their fourth album to hit that milestone, following Go, Insheng, and Noisy. This isn't just success. This is legacy. It shows how strong their global fan base is and how impactful their music continues to be across the world. Think about it. How many groups can say they've consistently topped charts, broken streaming records, sold out world tours, and still managed to bring something new and experimental every single comeback? That's the magic of Stray Kids. They don't rely on a formula. They build new ones. Each era feels like a continuation of their story, but also like a reinvention. And that's exactly what Do It seems to represent, a new layer to the identity they've been crafting over the years. Let's talk about the modern-day refreshing play theme for a moment. The phrase itself feels interestingly vague, almost like an invitation to interpret. Play could mean fun and creativity, but it could also hint at performance, art, or even the playfulness of life itself. Pair that with modern day, and it sounds like they're exploring what it means to live freely and authentically in the present world. Maybe it's about reconnecting with nature in a digital age, or finding meaning in simplicity. Given how much Stray Kids love to weave philosophical ideas into their work, it wouldn't be surprising if the whole concept ties back to deeper reflections on modern identity. Also, the choice of filming in natural landscapes like beaches and oceans could symbolize rebirth or cleansing. In literature and visual arts, water often represents renewal or emotional depth. So maybe this era will focus on rediscovering purity amidst chaos, a fresh start after the intense and stormy themes of Karma and Dominate. If that's true, then this comeback might represent balance, a more grounded, reflective side of Stray Kids that we don't always get to see. And let's not forget the styling. The all-black outfits give off a minimalistic yet sophisticated energy. It's clean, modern, and powerful, like a visual reset. We're so used to seeing Stray Kids in bold colors and edgy streetwear that this stripped-down look feels refreshing. It's as if they're saying, we don't need loud visuals to make an impact. Their presence alone commands attention. Now, one of the things I always love about Stray Kids comebacks is how interactive they are with fans. Every time they release new teasers, it turns into this big global event. Theories, edits, fan art, and endless discussions. So let's turn that to you guys. What do you think this concept really means? Do you think modern-day refreshing play is about freedom and self-expression? Or could it be a commentary on the fast-paced, overstimulated world we live in? I'd love to hear your thoughts, because every time this fandom comes together to analyze a comeback, it feels like solving a mystery together. On a personal note, I have to say, I'm genuinely excited for this comeback because it feels like Stray Kids are entering a new creative chapter. They've already proven their dominance on global charts and tours, so now it feels like they're creating more for themselves, exploring, experimenting, expressing. That's what keeps them interesting as artists. It's not just about topping numbers anymore, it's about crafting art that lasts. And speaking of art, can we talk about the genius behind releasing teasers and stages? Starting with Seungmin and I.N is such a smart move. These two bring a unique dual energy. Seungmin with his calm precision and emotional depth, and I.N with his fresh, youthful presence that symbolizes growth and renewal. It's like they're setting the tone for what this album might represent, a balance between maturity and discovery. I can only imagine how the rest of the members' teasers will build on this atmosphere. There's also something very cinematic about the direction of this era. The photos almost look like stills from a film, which makes me wonder if the Do It music video will follow a similar storytelling approach, something atmospheric with heavy visual symbolism. Maybe we'll get that mix of raw emotion and breathtaking visuals that Stray Kids do so well. It's also worth mentioning that the Skizit tape concept might open up creative freedom for them to experiment more with genre blending. Stray Kids have never shied away from combining rock, hip-hop, EDM, and even orchestral sounds in one album. If they're calling this a new genre album, it could mean that they're taking even bigger risks sonically, and that's exciting. Because love them or not, no one can deny that Stray Kids are trendsetters in K-pop when it comes to pushing musical boundaries. Before I wrap this up, I want to take a moment to reflect on just how far Stray Kids have come. From being known as the self-producing underdogs of JYP to becoming one of the most influential global acts, their journey has been nothing short of inspiring. And the best part? They've done it without losing their identity. Every release, every lyric, every performance still feels authentically them. That's something rare in this industry, and it's exactly why they have such a devoted fan base. So, as we wait for November 21st, I want to hear from you. What are your predictions for Do It? Do you think it'll lean more toward their intense, experimental sound? Or do you think we'll see a softer, more reflective side of them this time? And what are your thoughts on Seungmin and I.N's teasers? Because personally, I think this might be one of their most visually cohesive eras yet. Whatever happens, one thing's for sure. Stray Kids are about to redefine what modern K-pop artistry looks like once again. They've already dominated the charts and the tours. Now it's time to dominate our hearts all over again. This has been Buzz, and I'll see you next time, right after we all do it together and stream this comeback like our lives depend on it.